Hey everybody! I'm starting an art journal page where I have already put down some collage bits and pieces, just a little area on the page with neutral pinkish handmade papers, old book page, and after I've adhered that, I covered it with a layer of clear gesso. And now I'm going in, the gesso is dry, and I'm using the Neocolor crayons, and I also pick pinkish colors that are matching the papers, and I just apply quite a lot of the Neocolor to the spread. I also use another color, which is also a little bit in this range of colors, I would say. I don't really know which colors these are exactly. It might be the salmon and the apricot. With the Neocolors, it's always a bit difficult because they get dirty over time, and the paper wrapping gets used, and then sometimes you almost can't read the names, and that's why I never take care about which color I'm exactly using. I just hope once I'm running out of one that I find the right one to replace it. Here you see me blending the Neocolors with my fingers. I'm dipping my finger into water and then I'm blending the Neocolor. And this is a way of creating in my art journal that I really enjoy, because it's so freeing and almost childlike, and you don't have the feeling that you are doing something you have to take care of. You are just playing, and that's what I really enjoy. I now go in with a little bit of yellow, which is sometimes a bit tricky because of the wet, so I will soon let the page dry before I keep on working. Yeah, I think that light yellow goes in perfectly. I keep everything cohesive here. I will use some light blue, but I will not mix that in very much. I just will keep it as a contrast on this page. But first I'm starting with white, and I wanted to push back the collage papers a little bit so they blend more into the background. And you see, it's not that important which kind of collage papers you're using. Maybe on this page I wouldn't have used some really bright and bold ones. I tried to use something neutral that goes with the colors I want to use, but the patterns in the end are not very important. What I like here, that darker brown areas as a contrast, that is really nice, and I did not plan this in the beginning, but I'm happy I have adhered those papers. The blue does not really work because the paper is still wet here in these areas, and I let the page dry completely, and here I'm back, and now I want to add some more mark makings with that light blue. I believe this is the sky blue. No, it's the ultramarine light. I can't tell you. That's my favorite color in my sketchbook when I do skies or add highlights to water, and it's one of my most used colors. I bring in more white because now the crayon works better because the paper is dry. And this is a really easy page. It's perfectly for beginners, and that's always something I think you should get yourself when you are starting out. Here I'm using a darker yellow, some gesso, and some water-soluble crayons where I recommend use the Neocolors. I like them a lot. The Stabilo Woodys are quite similar, but not as good as the Neocolors, I feel, almost. But they are more expensive and they have less material in the wood. So price-wise, the Neocolors are better, and you have artist-grade quality. And also the Neocolors, you can replace open stock and buy open stock in many different colors, as the Stabilo Woodys have a limited palette. I will now add some stamping to my page, and I picked out the Pencil Mark 7 stamp set and especially the circles of it. I really like them. I wasn't sure if I need so many circles on a stamp set, but I have already used them a bunch of times to make collage papers, and they are also very nice for background stamping. I'm working with StazOn in black, and I just stamp all these circles in their different sizes to one area parallel to the collage onto my page. I think I stamp every image around 3 times. As always, I have a blog post over on my website for this art journal page where you can have a look at the photos. And I will also link up all the products I'm using in the video description. I was not sure which focal images I should add to this page, and here I have a bunch of my handmade collage for the pieces where I shared a video some weeks ago. I will link that up in the info cards at the top right corner, and you will also find them when you, I think when you click on more for the video or scroll through the description, there should be all the videos or info cards linked at the bottom. And here I'm just having a look what I like and if I like that much and how many and which of them I would like to add. And I think color-wise they are perfect for this spread, and I also think the style matches the style of the page. It just took me some time to think about which leaves I wanted to use. I think I'm quite happy with the leaves at the top, and I'm thinking about adding a smaller one to the bottom left. And I was not sure if I want to add it here, but I thought definitely it needs something there. And so I either would adhere that leaf, what I will do in the end, or I would have placed something else there to just fill that space. The leaves are not very thick paper-wise, so I'm adhering them with the glue stick. If they were a bit more thicker paper and more stiff, I would have used a liquid glue so they hold better to my paper. I'm just pressing them down because they are popping up a little bit. And here I am experimenting if I want to use that leaf or maybe just a bit of paper as a collage piece there to fill that space. But I think definitely the leaf looks better compared to these paper pieces. I'm now going in and make some more mark makings with the light blue Neocolor. I also draw some circles to make everything look cohesive, and I just make some accents with it. I decided to add some black splatters to my spread. I don't want the splatters to be on the leaves, so I'm just protecting them a little bit with a piece of paper. I should maybe have done this before I have adhered my main images, but sometimes you don't know what looks good in the end. So I just try to not touch the leaves with the ink. For my sentiment, I am just using Let It Be from the Mixed Sentiments stamp set, and I just stamp it several times onto the page. I think it looks really nice as a style element and matches just the whole spread very well. Yes, and that's all I'm doing. I'm really happy with that page, and I would definitely use this as an inspiration for future spreads because I really enjoyed the process and I think the result is really nice. I hope you enjoyed that video as well, and I wish you a lovely weekend. Bye.